Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on Cloud SQL. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is Cloud SQL? Cloud SQL editions, core concepts and how it works, zonal versus regional instance, read replicas, backup and recovery, maintenance, high availability through regional instances, other key features, Cloud SQL Auth proxy, Cloud SQL connectivity options, Cloud SQL Studio, Gemini and Database Center, integrations, when to choose Cloud SQL, IAM roles, security, high availability, and disaster recovery. First topic, what is Cloud SQL? Cloud SQL is Google Cloud's fully managed relational database service for MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQL Server. In one line, it runs the same open source and commercial database engines you already know. But Google takes care of provisioning, patching, backups, replication, and failover so your team can focus on the application instead of the database server. The problem it solves is operational toil. Running a production relational database on your own virtual machines means dealing with operating system patches, storage growth, replication setup, point in time recovery, certificate rotation, and zonal failure handling. Cloud SQL turns all of that into a few configuration choices in a console, an API call, or a Terraform resource. Think of it as the difference between owning and maintaining a car versus calling a managed car service. The engine is the same, but you no longer change the oil. Second topic, Cloud SQL editions. A naming note worth remembering, in 2023, Google introduced two editions of Cloud SQL. Cloud SQL Enterprise, the original product, renamed, and Cloud SQL Enterprise Plus, a higher performance, higher availability tier. The product itself was not split into a new service, only the tiering was added. Third topic, core concepts and how it works. The fundamental resource in Cloud SQL is an instance, a managed virtual machine running one database engine. It could be MySQL, PostgreSQL, or SQL Server. Inside an instance, you create one or more databases, users, and configuration objects. Like other Google Cloud resources, an instance lives inside a project and inherits IAM policies and billing from that project's place in the resource hierarchy. So hierarchy is organization contains folder, that contains project, and that contains an instance. Fourth topic is zonal versus regional instance. Each instance is provisioned in a single Google Cloud region and is therefore a regional resource, not global. When you choose only one zone, the instance is zonal. When you enable high availability, the instance becomes a regional instance, which means it has a primary in one zone and a standby in another zone within the same region. Writes are replicated synchronously between two zones at the persistent disk layer before a transaction is acknowledged, which is what makes failover safe. Fifth topic is read replicas. Beyond the primary, you can attach read replicas, which are additional read-only copies kept in sync asynchronously. Replicas can sit in the same region to scale reads or offload analytics, or in a different region for cross-region disaster recovery and low latency reads near distant users. Cascading replicas, which are replicas of replicas, are also supported when you need to fan out further. Replicas can be promoted to a standalone primaries, which is the foundation of disaster recovery. Sixth topic is backup and recovery. Backups are the next pillar. Cloud SQL offers automated daily backups and on-demand backups, both stored independently of the instance. Point-in-time recovery. layers on top of backups by continuously archiving transaction logs, which are binary logs for MySQL, write ahead logs for PostgreSQL, and transaction log backups for SQL Server. With point in time recovery enabled, you can restore to any moment within the retention window, which is useful for recovering which can be useful for recovering from accidental deletions and corruptions. Seventh topic is maintenance. Maintenance is also a core concept. Each instance has a maintenance window, a weekly time slot you choose for Google to apply minor version updates and infrastructure patches. You can also set deny maintenance periods to block updates during product launches or peak business windows. The typical workflow looks like this. Choose an engine and edition, pick a region and zonal versus regional availability, size CPU, memory, and storage. Decide between public IP and private IP connectivity, enable automated backups and point in time recovery, and connect from your application, usually via the Cloud SQL auth proxy or a language connector. From there, scaling is a matter of resizing the instance, adding read replicas, or upgrading the edition. Eighth topic is high availability through regional instances. High availability through regional instances is the headline reliability feature. When you select the regional configuration, Cloud SQL synchronously replicates writes to a standby in a second zone using regional persistent disk. If the primary zone fails, Cloud SQL automatically fails over to the standby. The IP address stays the same and applications reconnect, typically within about a minute. Ninth topic is other key features. Automated backups and point-in-time recovery protect against logical and accidental data loss. Point-in-time recovery uses transaction logs to roll forward from a backup to any second within the retention window. Cloud SQL Enterprise Plus extends log retention up to 35 days, which is often what regulated industries require. Read replicas scale reads and form the backbone of cross-region disaster recovery. You can create in-region replicas to offload reporting traffic from the primary or cross-region replicas to keep a warm copy near other geographies. Either can be promoted to a standalone primary if needed. As a working number to remember, Cloud SQL recommends keeping direct replicas of a primary to roughly the high single digits, with cascading replicas used beyond that. Automatic storage increase lets the instance grow its disk automatically when it nears capacity, so a sudden data spike does not cause an outage. Storage can grow but does not shrink, which is something to plan for. Maintenance windows plus near zero downtime maintenance on Enterprise Plus together address planned downtime. Enterprise Plus delivers sub-second downtime for most planned operations, including patching, scaling, and minor version upgrades, and carries a 99.99% availability SLA inclusive of maintenance. 10th topic is Cloud SQL Auth Proxy. Cloud SQL Auth Proxy is the recommended connection mechanism. It is a small client-side binary or sidecar that establishes a TLS encrypted tunnel to your instance and authorizes the connection using IAM. This eliminates the need to manage SSL certificates or maintain authorized network IP allow list. The same capability is available embedded in Cloud SQL language characters for Go, Java, Python, and Node.js applications. 11th topic is Cloud SQL connectivity options. Private IP connectivity via VPC private services access keeps database traffic entirely on Google's internal network with no public exposure. Private Service Connect is also supported for connecting to instances across multiple VPCs, projects, or organizations. 12th topic is Cloud SQL Studio, Gemini, and Database Center. Cloud SQL Studio is a browser-based SQL editor inside the Google Cloud Console. It lets authorized users browse schemas and run queries without installing a client. Gemini in Cloud SQL brings generative AI into Studio. It can generate SQL from natural language comments, explain queries, and propose one-click fixes for syntax errors. A dedicated which is roles/Cloud SQL Studio user exists to grant Studio access without giving full admin rights. Query Insights and the more powerful Enterprise Plus version provides query level performance diagnostics like top queries, plans, wait events, and an index advisor that recommends indexes based on observed workload. Database Center is a Gemini assisted fleet wide dashboard that gives a unified view of Cloud SQL, AlloyDB, Spanner, Bigtable, Memory Store, and Firestore for availability, security, and performance health. 13th topic is integrations. For data movement, Data Migration Service orchestrates homogeneous, which is like-to-like migrations from on-premises or other clouds into Cloud SQL with minimal downtime. Data Stream captures change data from Cloud SQL sources and others and streams it into BigQuery, cloud storage, or downstream pipelines. This enables near real-time analytics. Dataflow can read and write Cloud SQL through JDBC connectors for batch ETL. BigQuery federated queries lets you run external query against Cloud's SQL for MySQL or PostgreSQL via a BigQuery connection, joining transactional data with warehouse data without copying it. Cloud Key Management Service provides customer managed encryption keys (CMEK) for instances that require key sovereignty. Cloud Logging and Cloud Monitoring automatically receive Cloud SQL system logs, slow query logs, and metrics. And Cloud Audit logs record administrative and when enabled, data access events also. Identity and access management governs who can administer instances and through IAM database authentication who can log in. Networking integration with VPC and private services access provides the secure private connectivity backbone. 14th topic, when to choose Cloud SQL. Choose Cloud SQL when you want to manage MySQL, PostgreSQL, or SQL Server that fits in a single region and you are not pushing the absolute frontier of throughput or scale. The classic lift and shift a relational database to the cloud scenario maps directly to Cloud SQL. Pivot to AlloyDB for PostgreSQL when you need PostgreSQL but require substantially higher performance. Columnar engine for mixed transactional analytical workloads, deeper AI integration, or better fit for migrating Oracle workloads onto PostgreSQL. Phrases like high performance PostgreSQL, 4x read throughput, real-time analytics on operational data, or enterprise-grade PostgreSQL point at AlloyDB. Pivot to Spanner when you need a globally distributed, strongly consistent relational database with horizontal scale and very high availability across regions. Multi-region financial ledgers, global inventory, and gaming backends with worldwide players are Spanner territory. Cloud SQL is regional, so the moment a question requires writes that are strongly consistent across regions, Cloud SQL is the wrong answer. Pivot to Bigtable for wide column NoSQL workloads with very low latency at massive scale, like IoT telemetry, time series, and ad tech profiles. Pivot to Firestore for a document database with flexible schemas, mobile and web SDKs, and real-time listeners. Pivot to BigQuery for analytical, OLAP style queries, which is online analytical processing, over large historical datasets. Cloud SQL is online transaction processing, and BigQuery is for the warehouse. And well-architected systems often use both with data stream or federated queries between them. 15th topic is IAM roles. IAM controls who can manage instances through predefined roles. First one, Cloud SQL admin, full control. Cloud SQL editor, modify but not create or delete. Next one, Cloud SQL viewer, read only metadata. Cloud SQL client, connect via the auth proxy or app engine. Cloud SQL instance user, login with IAM database authentication. And Cloud SQL Studio user, use Cloud SQL Studio without broader admin rights. 16th topic is security. IAM database authentication for PostgreSQL and MySQL replaces traditional database passwords with Google identities and OAuth 2.0 tokens. So credentials cannot be shared, leaked, or left to rot. Encryption at rest is on by default with Google managed keys and can be upgraded to CMEK, customer managed encryption keys, through Cloud Key Management Service for instances that need customer controlled keys. Encryption in transit uses SSL TLS, which the Cloud SQL auth proxy enforces transparently. For network access, you can use authorized networks, a public IP allow list, which is generally discouraged for production, private IP through VPC private services access or private service correct, and the Cloud SQL auth proxy to avoid exposing the database publicly. VPC service controls can place Cloud SQL inside a service perimeter to mitigate data exfiltration risk in regulated environments. 17th topic is high availability and disaster recovery. The recommended high availability pattern is a regional instance, synchronous block level replication between primary and standby in 2 zones, automatic failover, no application reconfiguration. For disaster recovery beyond a region, attach one or more cross-region read replicas. If a region fails, promote a replica to become the new primary and repoint the application. Enterprise Plus adds advanced disaster recovery with switchover, cascadable replicas designated as DR replicas, and rehearsable DR drills with zero data loss and minimal recovery time. And that's all. Thanks for watching.